Alright, so today we're going to go through and I'm going to show you how to add a product to Ecwid to your website. So when you first log in, I want you to click on the Catalog tab, which is up here across the top, and then we're just going to click on New Product. And this is just one of the Ecwid accounts I've got. We're just going to go through and add a product. So this is the screen that you'll see. You can see we're on the General tab. This is just our first page we're going to fill out. So right here is your SKU number. SKU number is just an identifying number that will identify the number for you. You can use the one the supplier gives you, or you can use one of your own. Since I don't actually have an item and I'm just adding a pretend item, I'm going to add just 0000. That'll be our test. Actually, I'll write test right there. Put in the weight of the item. The weight of the item is not all that important unless the item is going to be having the shipping calculated for it at the end. So if you already know the shipping for this item, you don't really need to put it in here. But if you're going to have the shipping calculated automatically for like UPS or Canada Post or Royal Mail or something like that, you'd put it right there. So I'm going to pretend that my item is 0.0 pounds. And you're going to put in your title. This will be the title of the item I'm selling. So I'm going to pretend that I'm selling a purple sweater. So full sweater. Type that in, whatever the name would be. Set up your price, however much you want to ask for your item. This is a set price, so say $50. Then we're going to scroll a little bit, and we're going to want to add our categories. So if you do not already have your categories, you'll need to go make them. If your categories already exist, you can just select one from the list. So I'm going to hit Add Categories here. And this shows some of the lists that I have, and this is just some, so we'll say it's an autograph. Okay? And then we're going to put in our description. So we'll type in a description here, or you can copy and paste one from your description, your dropshipper or your supplier, wherever you're getting your item. This should describe anything about the item that someone needs to know. Brand, color, what it's used for, why they should buy it. This should not just be a bulleted list. But since it's an example, I'm just going to type example. There you go. And then you'd add a picture. And then this would just be something you had saved to your computer and you just hit browse and then you upload a picture. I'm not going to upload one though because I don't have a picture of a purple sweater. So before we leave this tab, we are going to save so we don't lose any of that. You'll notice the name appears up here. Now we're going to look at attributes. Now, you may not always have an attribute for an item. The same is true with options. You may not always have an option for the item, but this just gives you more information. You could put in the UPC if you had that, or the brand. People can search your store based on that. Options is going to be for adding new options. This is used for sizes of something. It's also used for if you had maybe different colors of something. So we're going to pretend that our purple sweater comes in a small, medium, and large, and we're going to add the sizes for each of those. So new option, the option being what they're choosing. So the option on this would be the size. The size is the option. Input type is just going to be how do you want it to show up. You could have it show up based on like pictures, date, whatever. I'm just going to do a drop-down list so they can choose from a list. Then I'm going to add selections. And selections are actually what they're choosing. So we'll do small, medium, and large. So there we go for those. And then if there's going to be a price modifier, you'd add this here. And this would be if the price goes up or down. So for example, our base price on this item is $50. So if I was going to be, say, maybe small and medium are 50, but maybe if you get a large, it's 55. Then I would add a $5 here, $5 add, and it would add this. It's going to add $5. You could also say like add 5% if you wanted to do that instead. And now when someone selects a large, it will add an additional $5 to their price. However, if they choose a small or medium, it will not do that. And then the default is just which one is the automatic. And so we'll have medium be automatic. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then we're going to click on Gallery. Gallery would be if I had other pictures of the item, perhaps different views or something that would go there. Files, this is if you had a file that was going to be something they would need. This could be maybe if there was an instruction manual that went with the item, you could upload that here. Tax and shipping, we're just going to set up our taxes. If you wanted to put up a state sales tax, you'd do that over here. And then here you select your shipping. So you can do global settings if you're going to be shipping internationally and calculating automatically based on weight. You can also do a global fixed rate item if you are going to have a fixed rate plus having it calculated. Fixed rate per item means a specific amount, or free. So we'll say free in this case. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then if the item is not currently available, you could disable it, or you could enable it. And let's go ahead and preview this product. So preview. And it's just going to load there, and there we go. So our picture would go right there. Here would be our description. In stock, there's the SKU. You notice this test. $50, medium or large. If I add a large, you see that it adds $5. And then if I wanted to share that on Facebook or something, I could click right there to do that. So that is how you add a product on Ecwid. So if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. Everybody have a good day.